Somebody make some noise in this joint, man!
Every day, the chances of becoming a victim of mercury poisoning increase. Mercury poisoning may cause neurological damage that impairs learning, vision, and memory. And mercury itself has become part of our everyday lives, absorbed by certain fish, taken into our bodies, and passed on to our children like a common cold. But you can stop this. Log on to earthshare.org and find out how. A public service message brought to you by Earthshare and the Ad Council.
Are you looking for a place to meet all your volleyball needs? Well,
Hi, this is Joe Perry and Steven Tyler of Aerosmith for Red. You know, it's okay to rock and roll and party down. Just don't get in that 2,000-pound bullet when you're done and cocked. And please don't drink and drive. I'm the one that jaded you.
A reminder that friends don't let friends drive drunk. A public service message brought to you by the Ad Council, U.S. Department of Transportation, National Association of Broadcasters, and RAD.
You love sports, you have drive and determination, but you need skills to work in sports broadcasting. Hey, this is Herb Lawrence. I'm here to tell you how to get those skills, just like I did at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard. Get hands-on training for a career in radio, TV, or digital media. Learn to be a host, producer, or shoot and edit video. With internships, job placement assistance, and affordable tuition, you can get started with a new career at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Enrolling now. Go to beonair.com/score. That's beonair.com/score.
Attention, family, friends, players, coaches, and fans. Are you a high schooler?
Welcome in here to SportsTownChicago.com. We are live here at Moraine Valley Community College, getting you set for the 2015 All-Star Game. And before we do that, we will turn it over to our program director, who has a few words to mention before we get the All-Star Game going. Creighton's own, Dr. Peter Ferrari.
Hello, everybody. Wow. Hello, everybody. Okay. I know some of you heard me talk before the showcase. I just want to welcome all of you All-Stars to the now 6th annual SportsTownChicago.com All-Star Game, brought to you by the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. If any of you ever thought about working where all my crew is back there, students,
hi, everybody.
And grads,
hello.
and interns, some of us even get cool jobs working in the industry based on stuff we do here. So if any of you out there have thought about being a broadcaster, it's a cool place. 6 years ago, like I said earlier, I came up with this idea. We went with it, and what's amazing now is some of the players that have come time and time again back to see the games, and not only that, but some of the lineage, you know, the coaches that continually support this at the high school level, the colleges that continually recruit some of you girls, and some of you go on and play and do great things. It's really cool. A few things to remember is this game, all the proceeds at the door do go to the American Cancer Society, making strides against breast cancer. So hence the pink on the jerseys and the pink volleyballs, sponsored by Baden. Hashtag Baden. But again, thank you all for coming out here. It's a great time. It's for a great cause. You know, I see some familiar faces in the crowds because you've had other players in the game in years past. So we just want to thank everybody for being here. If any of you are in the crowd, hashtag STCVB, we'll put it on the broadcast. We'll mention it. Makes it fun. I know a lot of people have asked, after the second set is when we'll give away all the cool raffle prizes. But for the coaches, thank you so much for being here today. Really appreciate it. I know it was kind of cool to get a certain coach who's quote-unquote retired, but we brought out a retirement for that one more game. So thank you for being here. I know a lot of the players are excited to be here. The parents are excited to see a very great match. So ladies, thank you for being here. Congratulations, and let's play.
All right, you heard it from Dr. Pete himself. We're going to get ready to play in the 2015 SportsTownChicago.com All-Star Game. I'm Ryan Faylong. To my left, Chris Labosco and Josh Fowler. Now let's turn it over to our sideline reporter, Mary Gregiani, for a quick update, and then we'll get started for the All-Star Game. Mari, take it away.
Thanks, guys. In this match, we have 18 Division I players. Molly Haggerty, who's going to Wisconsin, Tiffany Clark to Michigan, and Allie Lindroth to Northwestern, just to name a few. As a reminder, there are best sets of 5 in this match, and just a quick little shout out to Coach Saunders, who is also a former teacher of mine, who will be retiring this year. Best of luck to the game, and back to you guys.
All right, Mari, thank you very much again. Yes, Coach Wayne Saunders, as we welcome you back here to our broadcast table. Again, I'm Ryan Fay, Chris Labosco, Josh Fallow as it goes to my left. Gentlemen, good afternoon once again. As today, as Mari just mentioned just a moment ago, and as Dr. Pete had mentioned in the opening talks about this All-Star game, this is, I guess, bringing out of retirement Wayne Saunders, the former coach now, you can say, of Nazareth Academy, over 3 decades of coaching, and so say it so forth, this is his final one to coach.
Quote unquote bringing him out. I mean, this is his, if this is his final way, this is quite a way to go. He gets to coach a lot of talent here in this game. As you heard earlier, you heard Mari say 18 players going to Division I colleges. 18.
That's over half of this entire roster.
Exactly. That's probably about 9 on either side.
Yeah, and here's just a few examples. Natalie Schilling, who was part of the Glenbard West team that lost in the state final, but she's committed to Duke, going to an ACC program. Erin Olsen, a Cary Grove product. It seems like the traditional that the Cary Grove team always has a player in the All-Star game. She's going to be going on to Bradley, and just to name a few more as well. Allie Nelson, the libero out of Oak Park River Forest. She's going to be going to the University of Kansas to be a Rock Chalk Jayhawk. And Emily Bushman, the defensive specialist from Naperville North, the home of the Huskies. She's going to be an Iowa Hawkeye, even though Hawkeye fans probably aren't too pleased after what happened last night.
You can't forget either, Ryan, about Marion Central's very own Rachel Gastino, who we've called many of their games.
Right.
She's going to Murray State.
Yeah, and taking a look at this is from the Team Pink, some of the notables as well. Ryan Katarazinski also committed. Molly Haggerty, we talked about this beforehand as well, even off the air, out of the 3 triplets. She's also in this All-Star game. She's going to the Badgers. Allie Lindroth out of Plainfield North, staying in the Big Ten along with Molly Haggerty. So that would be a fun matchup to see here today. They might be teammates today, but they're going to be opponents in college as Allie Lindroth goes to Northwestern, and Tiffany Clark out of Bennett Academy. We all know about Bennett Academy's historic and great program that is coached by Brad Baker. She is going to be a Michigan Wolverine for her collegiate career as well. So this is a shout out of Team Pink as they are getting introduced by public address announcer Jeff Lewis, who we also want to thank for coming out here today, and as he always does, to support our big event and be the public address announcer as well. And the head coach for the Team White team out of Glenbard West. Again, he was a runner-up in the state finals. Pete Mastroneda out of Glenbard West High School. Sure, Bobby Luganville somewhere smiles at this one since Glenbard West is well represented here today. See the players shake hands at midcourt. It'll be Team White and the blue jersey, white trim, white numbers going left to right to begin set number 1. And Team Pink in the gray jerseys, pink numbers right to left. And these were very competitive practices. When we saw them here earlier today, they even requested to have their own separate courts. So that's how you know how they wanted to not only just keep it within their team, but be very competitive and really try to win.
To go on that, guys, they didn't have to be here until 10 o'clock. That's the time they were told to be here. Players were showing up earlier than 10. They were showing up at 9:30. Some players showed up at 9, 9:15. They were here early, jacked, ready to go. And their game's only getting started now, and we're, just past 2 o'clock?
Yeah, we are right around the 2 o'clock projected time for the 2015 SportsTownChicago.com All-Star Game, brought to you by the Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin. So as we get a double check of the nets to make sure they're tied down and ready to go. As I mentioned, Team Pink going right to left, Team White left to right.
Just awesome to see the players that are out there right now, too. And I mean, this is what an all-star game, how it's supposed to go.
Right. So it'll be Team White to serve here to begin this one. It'll be Erin Olsen, the center out of Cary Grove High School. Cary Grove has had a lot of great products come out of that high school. And here we go, and the 2015 All-Star game is underway with a service error on the side of Team White. Team Pink gets on the board first, 1-0. Again, as Mari mentioned in that pregame report, best of 5 sets for this match. We play like NCAA rules, up to 25 points per set. You win 3 sets, you win the match. And again, after set number 2, we will be showing off the raffle prizes we have as well. So off that serve there, it's Team Pink going right to left. Off that serve, over to the back line of Team White. Set up there, and the near side kill for Team White. That's Rachel Gastino, the outside hitter from Marion Central, and they commit to Murray State. Gets the kill there, and we're tied at 1.
Yeah, Gastino starting it off quick for Team White, and that's what you want to see.
And off of that, she was the one to serve it over left to right as Team Pink botches that one back towards the back line of Team White. Far side now, and kind of just tapping that one straight down at the middle of the court was Allie Lindroth, the noted outside hitter from Plainfield North, again committed to Northwestern, become a future Wildcat in her collegiate career. Once again, it's Gustino to serve over left to right. 10-foot line play now set up now into the near side off the setup for Molly Haggerty. And we've talked about Molly Haggerty a lot, even back in the showcase broadcast that we had. Out of the 3 triplets, she's going to be a Wisconsin Badger as well, as we take another look at that recent play off that kill from Molly Haggerty.
Yeah, you see the setup here, and Haggerty, if you get her set up like that, she's got one of the best fastballs that you've ever seen.
Off that ISO block there from Team Pink, it goes back to Team White. Now to the far side, again they set up over the double block. Haggerty on that dig. They set up for her again near side over the double block, tap down. On the dig there is Gustino, but that one goes to the near side out of play, and the point will fall for Team Pink, who now has the lead at 3-2.
Yeah, when you look at it for Team Pink, a little bit of miscommunication in the beginning, but now they're starting to get between it. Good dig there, too, by Haggerty, and then she gets set up and uses the changeup as well. She's not just good with the fastball. She knows when to use the changeup.
And Emma Decker on the serve there, the captain of Team Pink from Nazareth Academy. And it's a 4-2 Team Pink lead now off of that. Emma Decker, again, her head coach, coaching this one, Wayne Saunders out of Nazareth Academy. Right to left serve there goes into her own net. That'll be a service error. And it'll be a point for Team White, now trailing by 1 at 4-3. As coming into the game now will be Daisha Lofton, Plainfield South. She'll be going to the University of Loyola to become a Rambler, staying local in the Chicagoland area.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think we've had a service error now on either side.
Now serving this one for Team White is Tony Letchsu out of Lincoln Way Central. Off that setup now near side, off the ISO block, and down it goes. Nicely done there defensively on the side of Team White. Bridget Wallenberger out of Jacobs. Up in the far northwest suburbs. Off that block, we are tied at 4, and we'll take a look at that one more time as well.
As you see, just perfect timing there. Good defense by Team White.
And off of that kill, it's Molly Haggerty. That might be a common sentence I say a lot. Molly Haggerty with the kill there.
3 kills already in the game here as we've just gotten started, and we've only 5 points in for Team Pink.
Molly Haggerty to serve. Again, the outside hitter from St. Francis High School. As we just make sure we have everything correct at the scores table.
Yeah, I think the R2 was checking something.
Molly Haggerty again, the future Wisconsin Badger. Jump serve right to left. Now for Team White, now they set now the near perch, and slamming that one down with authority there. Bridget Wallenberger once again, that's her second, I believe.
Yeah, I believe you're right. She's got 2 so far for this team.
Now Wallenberger committed to the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee campus. As now the setup here for Allie Nelson, the libero from Oak Park River Forest. And here comes Team Pink on the response off the block and down on the side of Team White. At the far side, Team Pink gets the lead back at 6-5, back and forth here in the early stages of this first set.
Yeah, I believe that was Ginger Panera who's the one who ended up getting that hit for Team Pink.
Ginger Panera, the outside hitter from Minooka Community High School, will be going to Southern Illinois for her collegiate career. Oh. As off of that one there, we are tied at 6. And again, back and forth we continue here.
It was Lofton on the kill on that. That was a tenacious spike there by Lofton, Team White.
And Ginger Perinar, just really quickly, 286 career sets played, by the way. That's a lot of sets.
That is a ton.
Off that bump over by Molly Haggerty, it's Nelson to keep it in play for Team White at the back line. Now far side, front of the net set up there by Team White. And coming down with the kill was Rachel Gustino. And we talked about it. You know, Coach Laura Wiley for Marion Central, she has had her slew of having some great outside hitters.
Definitely has, and it took her to a championship this year.
Yep.
As we see this one again, and you see she gets it along that far sideline, right in the soft spot of the defense.
So off of that, it's 7-6 now in favor of Team White. Back and forth we go. Front of that ISO block there at the front of the net center court. Nicely done there by Team Pink. It was Katie Gonnerman on that ISO block, the product from Auburn High School. A little bit of a long way to get here today, but was able to make the trip out here.
You have to give these defenses a lot of credit, too, for both of these teams, Ryan. They're playing really well, and these teams don't really know each other that well.
And off of that cross-court kill there, nicely done on the cross-court to the near corner. At the far side there, that was, I believe, Lofton, who checks out. As coming in now for Team White will be Emily Bushman out of Naperville North, committed to the University of Iowa to be a future Hawkeye. As we take a look at that one more time on the replay here. Nicely done there at the far side to find the hole at the back corner. Off that serve there from Team White, right at the front of the net battle. It kept alive on the side of Team Pink. Lindroth just has to bump that one back over, and she does. Now off the near side setup over the double block and finding the hole there over the double block. Nicely done on the side of Team White. As that was Gustino once again. And here's our view of it from the center court line by the perch. And just take one more look at that.
As you see, just too much space between the double block and the libero behind. Just have to have a better position there to make sure that you can get to the back line or in front.
And off of that smackdown there, it's Emma Decker at the front of the net far side. And Team Pink now back within 1 at 9-8 the score here in this first set. Now it'll be Allie Lindroth, the outside hitter from Plainfield North, with the standing serve right to left. Off that near side setup, now they stay near side, and that one pinballed its way down through the double block on that kill there.
A little weird how that one got through. It looked like the defense was in pretty good position. There's a little bit of space between the double block, and I think that's where the ball ended up going.
Selena Canigan there was on the kill for Team White, as now serving, as you see here on your screen. That's Aaron Olson once again. Now far side setup for Lindroth, who came in from the back line, and Lindroth gets credit for that one. And Team Pink once again back within one, score now at 10-9. Still Team White in this first set.
I mean, that's the one thing for Team Pink. You've got Lindroth on one side, and then you've got Haggerty on the other. So you'd still just pick your poison, and that time they went with Lindroth, and she gets it from behind the 10-foot line.
And through that one there, we'll talk about the other 29, Selena Canigan once again. That's to be her second kill, I believe. And Team White back up 2 once again at 11-9. And again, the product out of Richmond Burton High School near the Rockford area. It's off of that left to right serve from Team White. It's Lindroth to get that one back to the back line, but it goes too much behind it, too much mustard on it. And Team White now with a 3-point lead at 12-9.
Yeah, she was a little bit underneath it that time, Ryan.
Now we take a look here on your screen. Rachel Agostino serving now for Team White, left to right. Haggerty will set this one up to her teammate, and she gets it right back on the kill attempt as Team White settles it down out of the near perch. Off the ISO block there, and that was off of the hands of Jane DeGerald. As this one now over there, the double block center court and down.
Lindroth
and Allie Lindroth once again with the kill.
That's her third already in the game, guys, and she's doing it from behind the 10-foot line right now. She's got that height and that ability where she can really get on top of the ball when she gets that jump. You see the elevation, and the height helps out too, and she gets it in that back line, no problem.
Off of that serve there now from Team Pink, trailing by 2. Far side now for Team White. Cross-court kill, dig by Haggerty as that one hit off the net. Now it's Lindroth at the 10-foot line again, hits off of an ISO block, and Team White now settles it down. We get a whistle, and I believe we're going to have a double hit call. Yes, we do. So double hit call goes against Team White. Team Pink gets the point off of that, and Team Pink down by 1, 12-11.
This has been a fun back-and-forth game, though, here early on, Ryan. Both teams have just so much talent. It's fun to watch.
Far side set now for Team White. Through the double block, and down it goes. And Mari, our sideline reporter, bouncing that one back into play. Good job there, Mari. Saving Josh.
You kick save and a beauty. She is a soccer player.
That is true. We take a look at that one more time as well off that far side setup in slow motion, too. Look at the arc of the arm, too.
And she's able to beat the double block. That's the key part of it. She gets that off before the block is there.
And speaking of trying to beat the block, not able on that time was Team Pink, as smacking that one right down on the side of Team White was Daisha Lofton. And 14-11 now the score, as this one off the hit from Haggerty. Set up for her far side once again off the double block. Kept alive by Team White to the near side. Lofton punches it over. And now near side setup now over the double block cross-court kill, as that one's dug up by Team White. Back to Team Pink we go. Nice rally here so far from these teams. As that one hits off the net, and it'll be a Team White point. It was not hit off of a Team White player.
Just a little bit too much on top of the ball was Pernair. Pernair just, you see there on that, our nice sideline cam there, she just got too much on top of it and couldn't get it over.
Off that cross-court kill attempt, Team White settles it down to the far side, punched over, and the whistle blows. And I believe we're going to have a net violation called, I believe, against Team Pink. And Coach Wayne Saunders will take the timeout as well, as it is a 16-11 Team White lead. We'll take the timeout with them. We'll come right back for more Set 1 action here in the 2015 All-Star Game right here on SportsTownChicago.com.
Are you looking for a place to meet all your volleyball needs? Well, look no further than the Volley Shop at 579 Oakhurst Drive in Aurora. Retail hours are Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., Fridays, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on Saturdays and Sundays, just call the Volley Shop at 630-898-2003. You can also go to their website at thevolleyshopglc.com, where you can join their newsletter and be the first to find out about sales, events, and other promotions, like free shipping on all orders over $100.
Really quickly here before we get play back underway, the Haggerty sisters, all three of them, starting with Megan, have all played in this All-Star game as well. The funny thing was that they've been on odd years as well, so there's a quick did you know fact as we get play back underway and Team Pink comes off of that timeout. Here's one more look at that. Megan and Maddie played in 2011 and 2013 respectively, and Molly Haggerty here in 2015. The Haggerty family has completed the triplet, if you will.
They have.
Triple crown.
There we go. That's what I should have said, triple crown. As that one on the cross-court kill hits off of the hands of Team Pink as Haggerty rushes back to get that one, and that one eventually gets back over to Team White, who leads by 4. Set up now to the far side, and that one, I believe, hit off the antenna. Yes, it did, as Team Pink now trying to rally back here in the middle stages, down by only 3 now, 16-13, as we get another look from our sideline cam.
And you saw how far Molly Haggerty had to go to give her team even a chance to be able to get that. That's some great athleticism shown there.
As that one, a little bit of a mishandle there by Lofton, who eventually gets it over. Near side for Lindroth to tap over the double block. As at the 10-foot line, it's Team White. Near side, answered by the ISO block of Allie Lindroth. She comes down with the block there. Gets the point for Team Pink, now trailing only by 2 at 16-14.
Good timeout is one that you end up getting a point, and so far this has paid off for Team Pink. Sorry about that.
And one more look here off that replay as well, as that one's answered by the ISO block of Lindroth. Back to play we go. Far side now off the ISO block there, and that hit off the hands. It looked like it hit off the hands of Emma Decker. Either way, it's a point for Team Pink off of that, and they are back within 1, 16-15. Nice job here so far ever since that timeout that Wayne Saunders had called for his team.
That was Annie Ellis who ended up getting the majority of that block. She went up with a double block on that one with Lindroth.
So off of that Haggerty serve once again in front of that now, as it looked like kind of Lofton just punched it over. Didn't really know what she was going to do with it midair. She kind of had to adjust. She'll get credit for that one. And Team White back up 2 now at 17-15. As now into the game is Allie Nelson for Team White. She's back to serve. As you take one more look at that play there from Lofton. So it's Haggerty there to set up now to the near side for Lindroth. And that comes down with authority there too, as Allie Lindroth with yet another kill. And Team Pink now trailing by 2 at 17-15.
And you just see the outside hitters here for Team Pink, if you can get it to Haggerty or Lindroth, they have just such ability when they get to the outside.
And a quick tap down there as no one was really there to kind of defend that one on the side of Team White, as right at the front of that far side was Perinar. And we are tied at 17 here in this first set. As Team Pink with the serve right to left. They set up now far side Team White, and that one does indeed hit off the antenna off the kill attempt there. And Team Pink now back in the lead for the first time in quite a while.
Yeah, middle of the sets, it seems to be when it happens. That's how that was the trend that happened in the last match as well for the showcase.
Off there, it's Lofton. Does that stay in? No, it does not. It goes too far out to the White sideline. And we have a timeout on the floor, and it was charged to Team Pink once again as we take one more look at this from our sideline cam off the kill attempt there from Lofton. That was just too far to her left. As we take a look in now at the huddle of Team White, and we saw this in their practices beforehand, gentlemen, as well, that, you know, there was a lot of energy. There was a lot of, they were being loud. They were really communicating well. And, you know, these players, yeah, they're here to, you know, showcase that they've, you know, done a lot of great stuff in their high school career, hence being in the All-Star game. But they're here to win as well, and you can tell by their spirits.
Well, here's the thing, too. It's been a couple of small mistakes. That's really the difference right now. When you talk about two teams that are this good, it is going to mean the mistakes that determines who's going to win, who makes the fewest mistakes.
Right. So now it'll be Tiffany Clark to serve now for Team Pink, the libero out of Bennett Academy. She has the standing serve right to left, now to the front of the net. Team White, who set up now to the far side. That one stays in play off the hands of Haggerty. And now to be Lindroth. Kind of has to come across her body to try to get that one over. And off of that block, back to Lindroth again. As this went on the scramble from Team White, they set up now to the far side over the double block. Dig there by Tiffany Clark. Now coming in from the back line, Molly Haggerty off the double block and down. Haggerty with the kill. And it's Team Pink now with a 3-point lead, 20-17.
And we're seeing Molly Haggerty just help her team out in multiple ways. She's getting to balls that have been hit off and going far out, using her athleticism. She's using her smarts, using the changeup, and she's just using her flat-out athletic ability.
Front of the net now for Team White is Lofton once again. Lofton coming on strong here in the early stage, as the middle stages, as we get going through here in this first set. Lofton doing well here as we take one more look at that kill from Lofton at the front of the net off the nice setup.
You know what? It's funny because that's kind of the opportunity you want for your defense. They're just not able to get her hands in the right position for Team Pink was what made the difference.
Off that far set up there, coming down with the kill. Once again, it's Perinar on the far side. And it's 21-18, Team Pink up by 3 here in the later stages of this first set. Again, best of 5 sets for this match. We play this like NCAA rules. Showcase was best of 3, and this one will be best of 5.
And Perinar showing off her ability as well. She's got 3 kills in this game, Ryan.
Off that attempt there from Lofton. And that one was a kill attempt that was trying to go to the back line, and it somehow just went through the ISO block and fell down. It kind of caught Team Pink off guard. So Team White now back within 2 at 21-19. As serving that one over there was Emily Bushman. Near side for Lindroth on the setup there, and it's Allie Lindroth once again for another kill. Allie Lindroth now puts her team back up 3 at 22-19.
You know, we got to point out to the setters as well because they're setting up Lindroth and Haggerty so well that they're getting past the defense before it can even get set.
And off of that one there on the far side, Rachel Gustino.
And it's the same thing on the other side. The setters are obviously very important always, but in this game you've got some really good setters, and you're seeing they're starting to find, as we get into the later end of the first set, they're finding their groove with their hitters.
Aaron Olson to serve here, the setter from Cary Grove High School for Team White, gets it over left to right. Front of the net now, they set up now near side Molly Haggerty, and down that one goes once again. Molly Haggerty with the kill, and it's 23-20 Team Pink. As we'll take one more look at that Haggerty's successful kill attempt. Set up near side, as Chris, you mentioned, the setups have been beautiful for Haggerty and Lindroth respectively, as that one, as we get back to play, is going to be a service ace, and it's set point 24-20 now, Team Pink.
A really good end of the set here for Team Pink as well, guys. They've really taken control.
Gonnerman on the serve right to left to the far corner. It's Team White to keep him playing, and I think, Josh, I believe we can go back to what we said at DePaul. That was well, Pete's going to say it's a dump, but you like to call it the old scoop.
The old scoop, yeah, absolutely. It's nice to see it again. I missed it. Got it back.
24-21, Team White staying alive here in this first set, down by 3 now, as serving this one is Rachel Gustino. She's got the jump serve left to right to Haggerty. Front of that now. It's set up right back for her. And that is how we are going to close out set number 1 with a Molly Haggerty kill. And set number 1 is taken by Team Pink by the score of 25-21. Both teams will switch sides of the court, and we will get ready for set number 2 in just a matter of moments. Don't go away. We will continue with the 2015 All-Star Game as we see Molly Haggerty really have the hops in the air right here on SportsTownChicago.com.
Baton Sports, the official volleyball sponsor of the 2011 Illinois Girls High School Volleyball All-Star Game. Baton, passion for a better game. Check out BatonSports.com for more information. Baton, the athletic ball expert.
When your business is getting off the ground or beginning to flourish, go to the JZ Law Offices. John Zappala guarantees aggressive, effective representation with a true desire to help you. From the formation of limited liability entities to employment agreements and general contracts, John Zappala is here to gear your company for success. JZ Law Office's virtual office services allows you to work with them from the convenience of your desk. If aggressive, effective representation sounds good to you, then call the JZ Law Offices at 312-854-8065 or visit their website at jzlawoffices.com.
Where do you go for great pizza? You go to Canute's. For over 25 years, Canute's has been a family and community-focused establishment providing great food at a reasonable price. Canute's is located at 46